hello, and happy Wednesday. Welcome to my live. I'm Creative Sarah, and this is my studio. I hope you're getting ready to ring in the new year, and maybe you're staying in because it's blizzarding outside like it is here. I'm gonna get a little crafty, so hopefully you will join me. Stay, because I have a special treat for you today. I have broken down all the crafty, creative barriers that I could possibly have. I am breaking out new colors that you have never seen before because they are courtesy of my brain, and I created them. And so I'm very excited to share with you the Groovy Family Wall Hanging. Now, you can do, hi Natalie, thank you. Hi Terry, hi April, hi Michelle. Welcome everybody. Oh, happy day. I have brought for you a cool concept. We are gonna get a little DIY-y and a lot creative. Hi Lori, hi Cheryl, hi April. You guys go ahead and type an L if you are watching live. Comment R if you're watching the replay so that I know that you saw this. We are creating a wall hanging, and this is no fancy pre-made. We're kind of getting scrappy here. I'm going to use one of these to make a little wall hanging. Now, let me show you my surface. I don't need this tag, so I can kind of I could cut it off. That's probably going to be the easiest thing to do. And I'm using this ink mat not because I'm inking, but because it's gonna help me to flatten out my fabric. And now that I'm thinking about it, I maybe should iron it, but I got a Christmas present. Okay. All right. I probably should iron that so that it doesn't have a crease. That way my wall hanging is secure. Well, we don't want to iron on our ink mat, so that's number one. I got a brand new ironing mat or heat press mat. It's nice and thick. It's not a name brand. This is called Real Like, I don't know. But I got it for Christmas. And so we will put everything on here and we'll get this out of the way. You guys, we are doing the Groovy Family today. I am so obsessed. Remember we did Groovy Home when we had that stencil. All right, will you open it up? Let's open it. This pulls out. I know. This pulls out. This opens. Oh, fancy, fancy. I got this puppy brand new for Christmas. I have not used it yet. I don't know what that was. Instructions, a carrying case or something. Oh, look at this. Oh, she's a beaut, Clark. She's a beaut. Okay. So this is the Cricut EasyPress 3. I didn't even know, you guys, this is how out of the loop I am. Didn't even know there was a 3. I knew there was the original, which is what I have. And then I knew there was a 2 that was like the magenta colored one. This is the 3. I don't know how fancy it is or if I can even run it, but we're gonna plug it in and we're gonna find out. All right. Just need to get that plugged in. Oh, I need a plug. I'm like looking for an outlet. Okay, we're plugged in. Turn it on. Okay. Do any of you have the Cricut EasyPress 3? Can you not just turn it on and go? Are you freaking kidding me? I need an app for this? You guys. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Wanda. I don't want an app. Lord have mercy. I was so excited to use this. And now, why does everything need an app? It's a heat press. Why do I want to run it from my phone? Somebody tell me why I would want to run this from my phone. I'm not even kidding. Like I'm seriously asking. Hey Janice. Happy New Year, Wizzy Designs by Dawn. Hi Dawn. Hi Dorothy. Hi Joan. Welcome. Just got it as a Christmas gift and have not even plugged it in. Well, let me teach you. Let me teach you, Trish, because I don't know either. So now I have the Cricut Heat. It's called Cricut Heat. Okay, great. Let's heat things up. Okay. Sign in. I have a Cricut ID, so I should be able to sign in. Yes, please and thank you. All right, that was easy. Allow, you gotta allow your Bluetooth, okay. Okay, it found it, great. Now let's set it up. You guys, am I the only one who thinks that's stupid? Like you should just have the controls on the machine itself? I'm not even kidding. Okay, look at that. Done. We're set up. Let's make a practice project. Oh, it sends you a practice project. Yeah, no, we're skipping that. Guys, I don't think I need it for anything else because you can start the heat. I'm going to go ahead and put it at 300. This is cotton for 30 seconds. And it's going to heat up. I guess it comes with a practice project where you've got like a drawstring bag and then the Cricut vinyl that you can heat. Okay, whatever. We're not doing the practice project because I am well versed on heating things. Okay, so if you got this for Christmas, you're gonna need to set it up on your phone quickly first. But I guess you can go through, there's a user guide, and you could start a new project. There's a heat guide. Okay, great. There's a guide. I can look up that stuff later. I don't need it. I just want this on and ready to go. It's very pretty. It's like a eggshell blue or whatever. But that's a lot to do to like just turn it on. I mean, I guess it didn't take that long, but I'm still a little bit annoyed. Literally. I don't know. I'm not the only one. Good. I know. Gravy. Good gravy. Hi, Vicki. All right, you guys. Our project today is the Groovy Family. And once I have this, and I probably don't even need it at 300. Let's just go ahead and like start heating this because I'm just getting the wrinkles out. What's that? Oh, there's a little USB port. I don't know what that's for. Unless maybe you have to do that if you don't have your app. Why do we have to have an app for everything? I don't need to run my heat press from my phone. I mean, honestly, it heats up and that's all I need it to do. It's not like it's, oh my goodness. The more we connect these things to like the internet and the computers and stuff, the more dependent we are on that kind of technology. And frankly, I don't think we need it. All right. So now I have the creases out of this and I can start working. Thank goodness. Okay. Throw this back in my drawer. And I'm gonna move this and hopefully not burn myself. Okay. I'm glad I could entertain you for a second there. Now we're gonna put this on our ink mat. Again, not because I'm inking, because I'm not. I'm using chalk, but because I want a nice taut fabric to chalk on. All right, now here's where we're gonna have a little fun. Okay, I am gonna be placing this on the lower part of this. We're gonna make this a wall hanging and we're gonna do an embellishment thing on here that's gonna be amazing. So I'm gonna introduce you to some new colors and I'm gonna teach you how to make them. Thank you, Dawn. I get it. Precise heat setting, all of that stuff. I understand that, but at the same time, there should be like a bypass. Like, allow me to just turn on my machine and go. In my opinion, in my humble opinion. Now, I am gonna try to get this. All right, so this is a large stencil that does take up most of the 18 inches, which is unique for this type of a stencil, honestly. Okay. I kind of wanted to avoid that, but We're a little crooked. Okay, so you place your stencil on this napkin on the bottom half. And this is going to be our tapestry or our wall hanging. You're just going to press it down with your fingers. Okay, because the fabric is textured, you really want to make sure everything is pressed down. I'll move that up a little bit. Now, I am going to use Nominee paste for the words on here. I believe that's what I'm going to use. If I don't like, oh my gosh, I can't open. If I don't like the way it looks, I'm going to use espresso or bark. I'm going to do like this F. I just want to make sure it's coming through dark enough, and I think it will. I just want to peel. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, sweet. All right, so Nominee. Then we're going to use, I made this color, but it is just like if you, like a year or so ago, we had the color Dear Diary. If you have that color, that is this color. It is, I'm going to tell you how to make it. 1 part peony and 1 part bark. You put peony and bark together, equal parts, and you will get this gorgeous Dear Diary color. Okay, that's what I'm calling it because that's what it looks like to me. If you have Dear Diary, you can just use that. Otherwise, peony and bark. The next color I'm calling Hollyhock is gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous. We do not have anything like it. This is called, I named it Hollyhock because it reminds me of the close to my heart color Hollyhock. You're going to take 1 part pink peony, 1 part bark, and you're going to take half of a part of Currant Jam or Cabernet. Either of those will work if you have Currant Jam or Cabernet. So basically, if you take 1 part of this, 2 of this, 2 of this, like 1 scoop, 2 scoops, 2 scoops, or 1 scoop, 1 scoop, half of a scoop. Whatever you do with these, do half as much for the, like the red color. Cabernet or Currant Jam work great. And you get this beautiful Hollyhock color. I love it so much. Hi, Catherine from Colorado. Thank you, Dawn, for Googling that for me. She's like, why do we have to do this? Okay. So we're going to use these, and then we're going to make a third color, which I'm going to call Dark Sage, because I'm going to take our regular sage, as long as it's not dry. Mine's a little bit dry. I may have to stir it up a bit with some water or open a new one. See, what happens for me is I never use pastel colors. If you watch me, you know, I never do. And so because of that, I'll have these in here from like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So this is a little bit dry. I'm gonna let it soak for a minute, and I'm gonna go get a new one from my shelf, and I hope I have a new one. Otherwise, I'll be working on that one. I should have opened it up before, but you know how that goes. Okay. I do, thankfully, have a fresh one. So this is going to be dark sage. We're going to take our sage and mix it with some bark. I'm going to take 2 scoops of this. Sage is very light green. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful light green color. Oh my gosh, my shoulder just like old woman problems just like went out of, I don't know. And I'm gonna do, less is more, so I'm gonna do like half a scoop to start. And then we'll mix this up and see how I like it. And again, dark sage is what I'm calling this. I may, all right, let's do a little more of the sage. So probably, oh, this is the wrong one. Probably what it should be is like 3 parts sage to 1 part of the bark. Or like 1/4, actually 4 parts. Because I think it should be 1/4. In my head, 1/4 of the color should be the bark. It should be a lot more green and just add a little bit of that bark. This is so much better. All right, so this is our dark sage. Let me get it going. I had to make a lot more because I added too much bark. When I was adding it to the pink, I wasn't adding enough. So just know there's a lot more green. Oh, that's great. This is good. So look how those 3 work together really well. And we're gonna build this sections at a time. I'm gonna use multi-tools. All right, so I'm gonna have multi-tools. I'm gonna use a mini squeegee, of course. And then I may need to use some of the detail tools. Now, if you don't have a detail tool and you need one, we have retired them, but I have some here at the house. So you can get it from me. If you comment the keyword, which is groovy, I will send you a link that's going to take you to I'm going to send you a link that you'll be able to find all the supplies for this, including the chalk supplies, as well as, you guys, for the first time, the embellishments that I'm using are going to be available. I'm going to give you a link. If you were to click that link right now, you're not going to see a picture, and that's because I'm not sure what the ribbon is going to look like. I'm going to do it here first, and then I'll take a picture and I will send that. I will populate the link to have that photo. But you're going to get all sorts of embellishments, greenery, and different things, plus ribbons. We're going to make a beautiful bow. Now, this is where you're going to need your multi-tool and your detail tool, because you need to get into these little nooks and crannies. There you go. Okay. And I need to do this down here. And there's no rhyme or reason. The biggest florals, like the biggest flowers, I'm going to do with my hollyhock color. And then the greenery, any of the leaves will be the green color. And then these little, some of these little flowers will be with our Dear Diary color. But either way, it kind of doesn't matter. You can change it up however you want. But I am so excited for this new color that I made. I think it's so pretty. And you're gonna probably need to chalk and peel. Even though this is on fabric and it's gonna kind of soak in there, you still don't want it to dry on your stencil. So we're gonna do this quick and then peel up this little layer here. And I can tell already I'm gonna want to use my detail tool to get into some of these places. So I'm gonna pick up some green and I'm gonna put it in the center of that flower. I'm gonna pick up some more green to do this leaf. And then I will do these leaves up here. Okay. And then I think I'm going to go back into our nominee to do these little details on the sides here. I didn't want to use more than 4 colors on this. I find that using too many colors really bothers me because I like neutral so much. Let's get in here with the little, oh, it's so pretty, you guys. These colors are going to be amazing. I already know it. Okay, so I pretty much have this whole first thing done. Let me peel. Okay. Dry it a little bit. We're going to place this back down and we're going to press down on anything that we didn't already color. Okay, now that I know these colors are doing exactly what I want them to do, I am ready to just get going. Start with your big things first and then color in the little things because the little things will dry out much quicker. And nominee stays wet probably the longest. So if you're doing this exactly the way I am with the nominee, you should be safe to chalk that first. And yes, we are chalking, we're not inking, even though this is a tapestry, because it's a wall tapestry, you're not going to need to wash it. We generally use ink on fabrics when you know you're going to need to wash it, like a t-shirt, a kitchen towel, even a pillowcase, or a pillow cover, whatever. We can use ink because you may need to wash those. But this, you're not going to. And I like the color options I have with chalk better. And so I was planning to chalk it. And to be honest, you can do this. You don't have to make a tapestry. You could do this on our 12 by 18, what is it called? It's called the shiplap board. Is that, why is my mind drawing a blank? Yeah. You could use a wooden board. You could use almost anything you want on that. Okay. Let me scoop up some green and start doing down here. I'm going to go ahead and do this one as well, since I've got some extra. I like this darker green compared. I feel like sage itself, to me, is just a little too pastel for what I wanted. I wanted muted, like very muted. And when it's too pastel-y, I don't know. It just makes me think, you know, old 80s grandma. And I prefer a little modern. If I'm gonna be using grandma, I say that like it's a bad thing, but like I describe it as like grandma flowers. If I'm gonna be using grandma flowers, I want it to be my color. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you're totally taking offense to me, but don't, because I'm at the age where soon I'll be a I mean, not soon, but someday I will be a grandma. And they'll be calling me, telling me I have grandma flowers. It's fine. Okay. Hollyhock. You guys, this color is beautiful. Same with that Dear Diary color. If you remember, I think it was, if it wasn't last January, it was 2 Januaries ago. And it was like, I don't think it was a color of the month, but it was like our January, like creative kickstart color. And when we got it, I literally was like, I'm in love. And I was like, we need more colors like this. Not everyone agrees with me because not everybody likes muted colors like I do. All right, I think it's time to peel the next section. Dun, da, 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 da. This is gonna be amazing. And you're gonna want to make my colors. Okay. Hi, Bernadine. Happy New Year, Ima. Hello, Patty. You guys can comment the keyword to get everything I'm using. Hi, Tracy. Happy New Year. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Leah. Yes, 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 yes. The colors that I'm using are made up by me. So, I went over it at the beginning of the show. I told you how to create these colors. We're darkening some of our pastel colors using bark. And then for the hollyhock color, we added 2 pinks. So we used peony, and then we used currant jam, or you could use Cabernet if you have that. That was a recent color that was kind of a wine color. You take the pink and the wine and you add bark, and you come up with this gorgeous color here. Just love it. Since I'm on green, I might as well do this one. we've got a big M coming up here. Okay. So I'm using Nominee as the main focal point. So it's kind of a golden metallic color. And that's going to be on all of our letters for the word family. I was gonna use espresso. As you know, I use it for everything. If I don't use espresso, it is a weird kind of a day. So I'm not using espresso because I thought it might be too dark. And so I was like, you know what? Some of the fabrics that I'm gonna be using have gold in them. And so I thought, let's bring in the Nominee for the gold look. And it's dark, like this is darker than gold. Gold is a much lighter color. Let's bring this in for the glitz and the glamour. Okay, I'm gonna need to use my multi-tool here to get close. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna use some Nominee there. Now, this is our hollyhock. Again, if you missed the beginning of this show, I show you how to create these colors. For the hollyhock, which is the darker of the pinks, we did a scoop of peony, a scoop of bark, and then half a scoop of your currant jam or Cabernet, whatever reddish wine color you wanted to use. To make this other pink color, which is called Dear Diary, I used a scoop of peony and a scoop of bark. And then it was done, period. Let me go ahead and do this one. All right, time to peel. It's looking good, you guys. So you can get the project supply list for this entire thing if you comment the word Groovy, Groovy. It is right there. And I'll send you a few things. I will send you a message with a link. You know, sometimes I'm doing gold on those and sometimes I'm doing, nope, I haven't done green yet. I'll send you a link for the project supplies, both the chalk products that I'm using from my website and the embellishments that I'm going to use. You haven't seen those yet, but you will. Those are also going to be a separate link to purchase the embellishment so that you can make a very similar project to what I'm making. Now, today and today only, we have free shipping on the website, on the Chalk Couture website, when you order $50 or more. This stencil is one of our brand new, out of our brand new winter collection. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's an awesome one. Imagine how pretty this would be in your house or to gift. Oh my gosh. If somebody was like having a baby, you're like, now you're a fan, like their first baby, you know, that would be a fun gift. All right. I gotta sneak in here and get some of my homemade colors. I know exactly where this is going in my house. Okay. I think I can go ahead and peel the next part. You'll also, if you're new, just tuning in for the first time, you can also comment the keyword and I will send you in that same message a link where you can join my free DIY and crafting group. You will get more ideas, inspiration, and insider information inside that group. So that's another reason. And then you can learn about our perks program, where if you become a perks member for $20 a month, you will get 30% off everything you order from my website, plus you're going to get $20 in design dollars every month. So when you sign up, you will pay $20, but you will automatically get that $20 in a product credit called design dollars in your account. So, and you can use that right away. You don't have to wait. It doesn't have to be off a certain amount of order percentage or whatever. Like, it's not $20 off of 40. It is just $20 that you can use towards anything that we offer. There are no limitations. If you can check out online, you can use it towards it. So that is really cool. So let's say you want to get this project and you want to save money and you want to get that free shipping. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to comment the keyword groovy. Then you're going to go to your messages and you're going to click on the link that says perks and club info. That's going to open up a new message. And in that message, it's going to say perks information, save 30% or 30% off or whatever, and then Club Couture. You can check out both of those programs. Click on the perks. The link will take you to my website, which is going to give you the ability to sign up for the perks membership. Go ahead and sign up. Then after you checked out with your $20 sign up, you will have $20 in your account. Come back to the message. Click the link for supplies, the Chalk Couture supply link, today's project supplies. And when you click that link, it'll take you back to the website where you should already be logged in because you just made your account. And you will be able to check out, add all those items to your cart and then check out for 30% off. If those items add up to $50, you will get free shipping. F-R-E-E, free. Free shipping, which is darn amazing these days because let me tell you how much shipping costs for me. It's ridiculous. I ship orders from my Etsy and PayPal on the daily, and it's getting out of, like, it's getting so bad. The cost of shipping, and it's not even like shipping is keeping up. Like, it's one thing that they're raising the prices, but we can't even keep up with the amount of products being shipped, even though we're paying an arm and a leg. When was the last time you guys even mailed a letter? Like, how much of 1 cent or 1 cent? Psh, a 1 cent, I wish. Like a forever stamp. Those are crazy. It's times are changing. So, free shipping. That's the moral to my story is get yourself free shipping while you can. And it's only off a $50 order. So if you were, like, there are so many websites that'll do free shipping, but it's on $100 or more. Not here, $50. Ah, you guys, look at that. Gorgeous. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna wash this stencil over here and I'll be right back so that we can embellish it because woo, we've got some beautiful embellishments to play with today. So exciting. And this will take me just a minute because a lot of it, you know, was drying on the front. So I have to wash it with my board eraser. And when I'm washing the stencil, it's just with water. All of our stencils are washable and reusable. So I'll be able to use this again. You can make stuff for yourself. You can make things for a friend. You can make them for gifts. You can make them to sell. And one stencil will go a long ways. You can make many, 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 many things out of just one stencil. So the value of these stencils is pretty amazing when you think about that. You're not, you know, it's not a one-time use thing, but you're getting the benefits of having that vinyl silk screen stencil, which means you can get more detailed designs. They don't have to be like hollow designs. They can be intricate. I love it. I love all the possibilities. Okay. Almost done on this, and then I will be back over there. Just gotta kind of wipe it down now. Beautiful. All right. Now that is drying, and when you're drying it, you want to make sure that it is sticky side up so that it will not stick to anything once it's dry. Because when it comes dry, the sticky comes back. When you're washing it, the sticky isn't there. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Kate. Hello, everybody. Okay. Again, we've got some homemade colors here that I created. This is our dark sage. I took like 1 scoop of sage chalk and then like a tiny bit of bark to darken it up, and we made it dark. So instead of being like a super light pastel color, it is a much more muted sage color, a little bit darker. You don't need a lot of that bark. It goes a long way on the green. Then that lighter pink color, which I'm calling Dear Diary because it looks just like that color that we had a couple years back. It is equal parts peony pink and bark. Equal parts peony pink and bark. And then the darker pink I'm calling Hollyhock, and that is actually equal parts peony pink and bark. So you start just like you do with the other, and then you add half a scoop of currant jam or Cabernet. They'll give a little slightly different color, but either of those will work for what we've got here. And then I just used the regular Nominee. So all of these colors, except for Nominee, were altered so that they matched my theme of what I wanted. One of my favorite things about creating is working with colors. I love it. So you can see up close how these three work together. They're really awesome. Really awesome. Okay. Let me dry this. We're gonna dry it with our drying tool. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Rose. Roz. Oh, I forgot to do this. I'm gonna grab a little paintbrush. That looks good. Today's keyword is groovy, so if you want to get all the information on this project, you can comment the word groovy, and I will send you a message with a link where you can grab all the supplies to make this yourself. All right, now there are a few spots on here that maybe weren't as like solid as I wanted. I could go back with a paintbrush if I really wanted to, but when I pick this up and look at it, I think it looks really good. So I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna peel it off here, and I'm gonna set this aside, and then I'm probably all right, some of this is wet on the back, so I'm gonna go ahead and dry the back real quick. Just gonna flip it upside down, and we'll just dry the back. Hi, Linda, I do sell the stencils on my website. This stencil in particular is one of our brand new ones, and you can get it. It's linked when you comment Groovy. Oh, you're on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, all you have to do is look at the very first comment from me, Creative Sarah. I put the link for the project supplies right in the comments. All you have to do is click that link because I can't send you a message. If you were watching on Instagram at my Creative Sarah page, or if you were watching on Facebook, you would be able to comment Groovy and get a link message to you, but I can't send messages on YouTube. All right, this is done. Now, if you were using ink on this fabric, you would heat set this next, but we did not use ink. We use chalk. So I'm gonna take a dowel, and I have these dowels that are not, they're not round, but that doesn't matter. I am gonna use this to measure. What I'm going to do is I am going to attach this. We're going to hot glue, okay? So I'm going to leave this where it is, bring my glue gun over here. Make sure that that is heating up. I'm going to glue this so that I have that attached, and then when we flip it back over, we're going to take the time then to do our embellishing. And I am so geeked and excited to make the bow for this. It's going to be like an epic messy bow. I'm eyeballing all my stuff right now. It's looking good. They're beautiful. Very beautiful. Not quite there yet. Oh my goodness. If you have questions, put them in the comments. Right now is a great time to ask questions. So Joan and Linda, I want to remind you that when you comment Groovy on YouTube, that I can't send you a message, but you can go up and get the links. They're already there for you. If you just look up at the very first comment in this video, scroll up to that, or look up at those if you're on your computer. All right, here it comes. Almost there. I turned this on and I thought it would like already be done. I turned it on a while ago. Maybe I can start by trimming some pieces. I'm not sure what size of a bow that I'm going to need, but I feel like maybe we'll do 10 inches. These scissors do not cut well. And I'll start getting these pieces together. They're so pretty. So pretty. We're gonna have some shimmery pieces. And I don't think everything needs to even be 10. Some can be 8. Some can be smaller. This is like a mesh shimmery. We're gonna do 2 of each color. So when you order the embellishments, you're gonna get all of the greenery, the leaves, the little picks and embellishments, the florals, and all of the ribbons. So, and it's all for one low price coming from me. Oh my gosh, this could not be a better. It has like both colors in those stripes. Isn't that awesome? Hoo-wee. All right, I think our glue is ready. So I'm gonna move this aside. And I'm gonna hot glue this edge. You could also use fabric glue if that's what you've got. You could also sew it, which y'all know I don't do. We do a lot of hot gluing over here in this house. And I can still move the dowel in and out. Okay. That's like, it's important if you want to be able to move it in and out. But for me, to be honest, I don't think I need to. I'm going to use it to hang this. And I can trim these off at any time, but let's go make our messy bow right now. So I'm cutting this ribbon to coordinate. We're going to do some thick pieces between 8 and 10 inches, and then we're going to do some thinner ribbon. Probably will be between like 6 and 8 inches. And I'm doing angle cuts. And 2 per. We've got blushes and pinks. That, oh, Dear Diary color. It's kind of a blush color, which I love. All right, we're gonna do a gold mesh. And like I said, all of these come with the embellishment kit that you can purchase right now while supplies last, because obviously I do not have an endless supply of these things. That mesh is fun to cut. Just kidding. Okay. I can feel it like wrecking my scissors as, oh, I love this one. It's kind of a blush take on like a, almost like a bark. Almost like a, what is that? Why can't I think of the 50-year-old brain? Perimenopause. What's the tree that has the white bark? Birch bark look. And now we've got 3 designs of a skinnier ribbons that match what we've been doing. And we cannot. All right, so these are going to go a little bit shorter, still angled cut. You could also instead of angle cuts, you could do the like dovetail would be cute as well. Hi Kate, hi Kimmy, welcome. We are just getting ready to embellish the project from today. With a fun, messy bow. Okay, we need some, cannot do this without a little bit of burlap. Just the colors lend itself so well. Plus the whole background of this is like, almost like a burlap background. So it's on that. And then the final gorgeous, this is an off-white and a little gold in there to zhuzh it up. Okay. Now, let's put this together. All right. When you buy this, it's going to be, you're going to have all the parts and pieces of the embellishment kit. I'm not going to like be creating the bow for you necessarily. Okay. Let's get some jute. Where's my jute? Let me grab some. I know I have some at the table. I was using this to wrap presents. So you'll get yourself some jute as well. Okay, so let me take a quick photo of this so that I can attach it to the order, because people like to know what they're ordering. All right. Line down the middle. Crisscross applesauce.
Mom,
Easton.
what's for dinner?
We are having a skillet, garlic shrimp, and orzo.
Okay. You know where Dad is?
He might be grocery shopping.
Okay.
I actually don't know. He was grocery shopping a while back. Just want to get your crisscrosses to kind of line up a certain kind of a way. This one is a beaut. A beaut, shisha. And we'll go with this, this, and then I think I'm going to do this next. Okay, now you have this beautiful messy bow. We're going to gather it in the center, and you have to kind of scrunch it up. I'm going to do a double knot. And I'm going to allow these to become part of the bow. And we will untwist this. And so this is almost like a floral bow, like it kind of is going to resemble florals. And so instead of having tails on here, and now that we have it completely tight, we can floof it up and kind of arrange it how we want. Every single one of these comes in the embellishment kit, including all of the things that you're about to see. All right, so this is a gorgeous, gorgeous bow that's it's going to work with this whole thing. We're gonna build kind of an image of what we want here. I've got some off-white gold florals. Well, they're not florals, they're more like leaves. We're gonna put like this hollyhock of color next. I kind of want to build it. Okay. if you build it, they will come. And then we're gonna do, I may have to trim some of these, like a more of a pink. And then we need green. I'm gonna, I'm gonna trim it down a bit. Put the green, but what I did is I took this and I scooched it up, and then I'm trimming off just the end of it. All right, so that will be our base for this. Okay. I have these other picks that I think we're gonna scooch in there, but I'm not quite sure. All right, so the trick here is going to be, I think I'm gonna spread it out just a little. I'm gonna be hot gluing, and we need to attach it up here. I want the stability, so we're gonna attach part of it. Oh, my battery just died. Lovely. Well, we'll just get our back up and keep on going. So there we go. And I think I'm going to build one side and then I'll build the other. Use a multi-tool instead of your finger. Always a good little bit of advice. Happy New Year. The links aren't working, Joan? Huh. You can't click on it? Oh, I could click. It worked for me. Let me see if I can. Copy it. Try those, see if those links will work. And sometimes it's your like what you're watching on. Your phone may not allow you to click on those links for some reason. I do not know, but I have some friends who can never click the links because of their device. Like it isn't quite, it's like whatever your phone is. Especially Google Pixel. For some reason, if people have Google Pixel phones, they do not click well. I don't know why. Just gonna trim off the stems of these. So they're easier to kind of glue down. All right, let's build this other one. And so you just kind of do a mirror image, honestly, which is what I'm doing of this side. I'm gonna do a mirror image. Except I went backwards. That's fine. I will do almost a mirror image. Almost. It's fine. It's fine. Once we have this on here and it is set, we will then fluff up more. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, now let's take a look at this. I think what I'll do is tack some of this up here as well. Like some of these just for more stability. We love to not have too much flop happening. And then I'm gonna, got glue all over me. Oh, Joan, now that you're on Facebook, all you have to do is comment Groovy and I'll send you a message. The links will 100% work on Facebook Messenger when you get in there, now that you're on Facebook. All right, so here we go. Now, you can hang this. If you want to do like a hanger, you could put jute across here, or you can just hang it by the, actually, let me do a little jute hanger. That might be nice. I am gonna just tie some jute across this. Double knot it. It's probably the easiest way. Otherwise, you could put two little hooks on your wall or wherever you're going to hang it. And I am going to okay, so there, just like this. We'll go in so you can get a good look at those colors and then go out. Ta-da! There you go. There you go. Oh, good, Joan. Awesome. So there you go. Our fun little, if I could hang it, I would hang it up there, but I can't reach. Fun little wall hanging. You can trim these off if you needed those. I made this out of the napkin and a little dowel. That is part of the supplies. If you love it on the fabric, which I do, and it's lightweight, easy to hang. If you don't, you could do this whole thing on a board and just have the board. You just would need an 18 by 18 board, okay, or something bigger, right? Like take a, you could use the 18 by 24 and turn it sideways and do this across the bottom and do your embellishments at the top. So lots of different ways to do it. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you, thank you. All right, you guys, the keyword is Groovy. To get the supplies and to get the embellishment kit, go ahead and comment Groovy. I'll send you a message with a link for everything. If you have any questions, you can put them here in the comments, or you can reach out to me via Messenger and send me a message or reply back to the link that I sent, the message that I send you first. Okay. Have a great new year, everybody, and we'll see you next time.